The 2025 ISF AAU USA Beach Team is made possible with the generous support of the Amateur Athletic Union and Miramar Brands. They prepped on the hallowed sands of Manhattan Beach under the watchful eye of legendary coach Patty Dodd for an international tournament a long way from home. Sohn Stetson and Dane Schaefer from the LA area. Baylee Wilson and Nariah Johnson from San Diego. One girls team, one boys squad. To make their Team USA debut, 4 young athletes journeyed 6,400 miles from the West Coast, connecting in Munich, Germany, and then on to Serbia, landing in Belgrade and busing 3 hours to Zlatibor, all to represent the Stars and Stripes at the ISF Gymnasiade, a multi-sport event for kids 15 and under. Once on the ground in Zlatibor, the athletes of the world began the opening ceremonies with a parade of nations. And it closed with fireworks that filled the night sky. The competition would begin the next day. One small hiccup, Mother Nature. Snowfall lands in Zlatibor on the opening day of games, and that means the outdoor events, including beach volleyball, had to wait. This is not something that athletes raised on the sunny sands of Southern California usually have to deal with. But hey, it's Serbia. So the AAU beach athletes trained inside, trying to stay sharp while waiting for the weather to improve. They also got out and looked around the athletes' village. They met some of their fellow competitors doing the same as everyone waited for good news from the weatherman. One excursion enjoyed by those in the AAU beach delegation was a ride on the longest gondola in the world. The Gold Gondola extends over 5.5 miles from central Zlatibor to the Tornik ski resort. It reaches a summit of nearly 5,000 feet above sea level and offers panoramic vistas to everyone who makes the trek. Finally, after 2 days, the skies cleared and it was time for the prelims. The girls rolled through qualifying without losing a set, as Johnson and Wilson here in the near court bested Serbia and Ukraine to cruise into the medal round. As for the boys, Schaefer and Stetson, also seen here in the near court, made quick work of their pool play foes, dispatching Azerbaijan and Latvia in straight sets to reach the knockout phase of the competition. That got the attention of LA Times prep sports columnist Eric Sondheimer, who trumpeted the news in his weekly column. Back to the girls, they call it the business end of the tournament for a reason. The stakes are higher, and so is the play in the medal round. Team USA puts away Latvia and Ukraine in the quarters and semis to set up a final with unbeaten Brazil. And that's where things got interesting. The South Americans pushed Johnson and Wilson, seen here in the near court, to a third and deciding set. And that's where Team USA was nails when it counted and pulled out a 15-13 thriller to take home the gold. Johnson and Wilson celebrate as champions. On the boys' side, Schaefer and Stetson in the near court here. They handled Romania in the quarters before running into a buzzsaw with Brazil in the semis. That put Team USA in a bronze medal match, and the American boys finished on a high note. Stetson a hammer at match point to wrap up the straight set win, and the red, white, and blue placed third in the boys' competition. And this moment on the medal stand may be the best snapshot of the bunch. Johnson and Wilson show off girls' gold. Schaefer and Stetson rock the boys' bronze, all with their moms nearby. A photo to remember. With their work done and medals in hand, the American delegation got to enjoy one last event on the ground at ISF Zlatibor, the closing ceremonies. The next morning, the athletes piled into buses for the 3-hour ride to Belgrade, just in time for more travel, the long flight back to the States. And when they got home, the girls got a hero's welcome. The local news turned up at Johnson and Wilson's home club in Del Mar, where they quickly hammed it up with CBS 8's John Howard.
Something I learned about these two while talking to them, they both have some on-camera talent.
Thank you for watching our story. I'm Nariah Johnson.
I'm Baylee Wilson. Back to you on set now.
Well, thank you, ladies. And that puts a wrap on our coverage of the 2025 Gymnasiade at ISF Zlatibor. Thanks, of course, to the Amateur Athletic Union for making all this possible, and to our beach volleyball sponsor, Miramar Brands. Until next time, I'm Jake Downey reporting.